and you expect the special prosecutor with that mandate, to be interested in those things. But the guy never showed any interest. He is picking on flimsy, certain cheap things, certain prominence within the political space. So meaning say advert and oya man who say dear you or person fontaine in count key issues you expect him to go into. The guy has never shown any interest. Because special prosecutor, even where individuals in higher position crano enya sikato near bia sebi emunaho. Quite recently, who's about me to talk to cars and for people were asking where he got those monies from, the source of those particular things. As a special prosecutor, and we will be a sebi winning yansa crana per or clear nipano emane way, you definitely go into those things to be able to ascertain the source of those monies. And a number of one pack and I say, or more this kind of man, and all the told those cars in the back room. All these issues were born near so. And you think people will take you serious? Gone are the days. Now man force swallow the hook, line and sinker. Then you can just sustain those disinformation and misinformation campaign and the Ghana need it. And you cannot fool anybody. That is the reality. Because the honor what he is doing within the space, wabaye your friends hang. I don't know how to even describe him. Because a human has that's not what he's doing. And then now coming back to the very question, I said this particular regime and for quite some time I rendered the political climate so toxic to the extent that who you be now your ways to say bit accountability, governance, so that democratic way be prevail. You'll be disappointed because the guy on day one. Our promises to fight the issues of corruption has consistently been going after individuals or more help us to take up the issues of corruption. Yendim their two dom level. Quite or fast or hand in or out, man coffee using all means available. And none of Metisena dom level canon some say at some point Okofio no canon and yenede because the environment and not all year Jumano became so toxic, say he feared for his life. When he was at the office, so when the circumstances in a drawback say he was in within or no a relief because no name the basic. This is how far the government can go, and then the Supreme Court ruling by demonstrating said the president acted unlawfully. So if a president who claims to be a lawyer and on by your friend saying a gang, like a lawless person, flouting laws with impunity. And domlevo, edin the aqua tenafie. Nipana yase onye worthy, sabi when you na broso, na own Timinya Juma as an auditor general, and an international body are recognizing the rule, and he's serving people somewhere. And Nimdiane dear so whatever boy because Otanaha on Kananuntum, he doesn't know how to shut up in the face of your friends evil. He will speak, he will search out, he will go after individuals. And you see, clear case. The entire person linking it to Professor Frimpong Boateng issue, and he said, Frimpong Boateng issue there to say, investigating on issues relating to the interministerial committee for blah 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 blah. Can't say me, abra. The reporter out of the president Boateng are certain individuals within government free say be on the Boateng because don't forget the Gabi as you as a particular issue our court so eba at a particular time. The same way and a domlivo issue na president in the age so a come back at the back of the timer na on your friend is saying Papa we Osafo let me see if I can get the document. Unfortunately, but the fact is that on any nyasem abra na the special your friend is saying on Osafo nyasem on Crow and Associate only that particular powers are or not me Boateng ekofa auditors or more be audit something our for security or more cabra or auditor general or chrome ha or no those things no fall within his purview. issue near back and forth or charging is a own tier within that same designated period. Now that back and forth no cost on and the president came in and then told him, say, hey Charlie, when you know with date of birth what cheating in as a for. Just imagine state here Wakizu Obisa or cheating on his birthday, that particular act an act of criminality. So adding to a state, and prosecuted Domilivo on the fact that he lied so far as his age is concerned, because age cheating in that particular official realm it's an act of criminality, and whoever engages in those things ought to fix the law. The president never pick those issues up. So it was a deliberate attempt to hound this guy out because his continuing your friends saying stay at the office, pursue a mortar a threat to the activities of government, and it's the reason why these guys did all that they could to throw him out. And I have told you, so when Obama came here and said we need strong institutions to be able to sustain our democracy, he was not referring to certain Kwaku institution or institution, talking about putting up men with strong conviction, certain mentality, individuals who are very principled and selfless to guard our institutions. Such persons of such kind, and a Domlivo and a President Akufo-Addo holding out. So the very institutions sustain, prevent corruption. The guy wage a constant war on them, trying to pull all of them out. Obana winya kwine be fa so de assemble to so bia no ye so now they are comfortable bringing in somebody they can manipulate, somebody like a toy whom they've tied to the apron strings of power, that be they can use him to go after individuals they deemed as an enemy. They can use him at any point in time to do their dirty work, and that is exactly what he's doing. Because Anyasa and the question some of us will be asking is in the face of all that has happened in this country. Yet Hanano and Al Jazeera report Boateng says certain persons be our more krumha econaivo. President name was mentioned, and as for you expect a very serious country, the office of the special prosecutor to be interested and be diving in that particular issue and say, okay, issues of corruption are coming up. As a special prosecutor, let me go into. You never heard him on those issues and falling within his purview. Never. Because I told you, sir, in South Africa, those who were mentioned in that particular report, are being investigated. The government has set up a team a year ago into those things to establish the veracity or the otherwise in those instances, because it's about an issue of corruption. The statement that came from the presidency, nobody expressed interest. Nobody expressed interest in the amount of money involved. And Alista Matthias Ekanwasem gold a year for flew my according to him. Or say Anya Fibiano within a year biano 1 year crown $40 to $60 million in gold saying transfer and or smuggling and or yedi free kruma. Men a president, I will be interested in those things. Go into and investigate. That is why the mandate of the special prosecutor will be sourced. We'll push him into some of these things because the interest of the state is key. But from the presidency to the media houses in Nasefoni, limited the interest to the president's name being mentioned in the scandal. Nobody is interested about the money. That is the country we live in. The special prosecutor ignored those issues. He has never shown any interest. So if this same guy today comes here to tell us or go after Domilivo or go after Professor Frimpong Boateng, is he not a joker? That same guy, because the very people who appointed him are engaging in act of criminality. This particular issue whereby we are not saying entirely true, but it is your duty to give us an enhanced information through investigation. Say you better me inform me. I want to say okay, Al Jazeera dia ye krana dia sana and kontompo bi no mudi na investigation ABC dia hon report ni, and again abrante e friend nas oya investigation Canada Japan tu ne susa okroma keka ne nsem nam so masabi na kwara ba konkora enam saad ne so mani wuya ni wo e okroma say no advance use this sting operation. And I told you there are certain crimes in the world that the only way to uncover their existence, I'll be to me walking into that criminal enterprise, yes sir, we use sting operation in as for, and it is not limited to Ghana. If you go to the state, the FBI, the DEA in the United States, they use some of these tactics because crime is such that you cannot see unless you identify yourself with those who do those things. And that is what ANAS has been doing. Because Obi Ton Kra wouldn't be walking inside Mekwa. It doesn't make sense. Such crime will definitely be going on. So you need to identify and pose as one. So that same thing was used by Al Jazeera when somebody identifying as a Chinese mafia who wanted to trade with Alista Matthias. So that was a sting operation. So I want you to find the the connection here. That was a sting operation. So a sting operation in Al Jazeera for the Koba President Dimbe Muno, and then he find it wealthy to respond to those things. And then just sting operation. But ANAS has been doing the same thing here. He has been bastardized, he has been insulted, he has been vilified, he has been called all sort of names to the stand say nipa ba ko ne ya adwuma kra no enam so amananya ni wo krom ha besi na yehu de kun no. That is the president for you. So how do you expect anybody to take that man serious? He's ready to fight corruption when individuals are be taking up issues of the state turn up going after them. I remember when your friend is saying Okujato taking up this cathedral and some as a former or come or your opposition MP as a for now or raising issues about your friend saying cathedral. You look at the substance in the claims now making. At the end of the day, now or not, I didn't court and as a forum. So at the end of the day, what message are you sending? The inspiration. How do you get people to come out willingly to give you information? Because the only way we to fight corruption and they say we create a certain liberal system, a protecting individuals who be willing to come out to provide information. But nipa number boy may fight corruption no crano. The very state institution, the very estate nation are the very thing that is going after individuals. More boy may fight corruption. The president, his team, people's related, the special prosecutor are being used to hound, distract, go after these individuals. And when it comes to the issues of journalists, and then I say for ANAS, and I'm told, say, Manasseh Azure went through at some point in time. Media Foundation for West Africa. Nese almost pesika. A pejana didn't free chrome had in a call your friends South Africa man call eco because now or call Juma identity the credibility of certain individuals in power over the Jubilee House. Entino na ye peno actually waka crowd so they have to take him away from this country. So how can you ever trust this person? Say indeed or boy and the echo when you turn around, it's not as if corruption and goes. The amount of money Ghana has been losing over the years, what's here we show? The amount of money. A COVID-19 report nearby is just a tip of the iceberg. That is why I keep telling you, say, when you take politics out of what we are doing, a complete steal hour, certain individuals, a rush hour for them, making money. Go and pick the COVID-19 report on that and read. And you see, because of the Omodiye Domilivonintino, the special prosecutor now, Oba, your friend saying, he provided us a report, but in that report, he never surcharged anybody. He never surcharged anybody. Rather, individuals now or more fasikan as a just mention and that is it. But this guy is armed with power to surcharge, disallowance, and because the Mluvokoye bia a man to the whole presidency in the time not training and osuro. So in his report, he never cited anybody so being go to Yesika. Why a report on that for the COVID-19 report? So when you boss for that's what you know mind how we show and then we are out there begging people to come to our rescue. That is the country for you. So the office of the special prosecutor, I'm telling you, was not set up to fight corruption. The intent of bringing Martin Amidu then on board, they thought they could use him because Martin Amidu is coming from the NDC. Then no NDC for Etiadra Ngomaso, and we know the story, what happened. So the Akufo-Addo then saw him as as a tool available because they felt he was bitter, he was angry, and he was a perfect fit to be used as a way a tool. Yeah, they call the amount on the other side. But Martin is somebody who has his own conviction. You can't sway him. So when he came, he decided to go by his conviction. I know that they became a problem for them. Because Kennedy Japan crab on Timbeka said, Akoya Modena by man ya. You be trap mama nasin ya tentino because Martin Amidu is not somebody you can manipulate. And we are all aware of what happened, and he indeed proved himself. Enti eneno ye kofa yankasa ye toy boy the number. Somebody we can manipulate, somebody we can send, and somebody like an errand boy. We can use him to do all the dirty and all the silly stuff. And the guy consistently has been embarrassing himself on the stage. You don't actually see what he's doing because my culture's all by he's only just gallivanting issue no banner a gather public momentum kakrabo who no issue statement. Nothing comes out of it. That is the special prosecutor for you. Because senka you be a sebi of being kwechira enka Frimpong Boateng issue kra ba enka wo fa nka obe fine na report na bom sebe ya nipa hu se o ebia eye we nko na yakofa nipa beka say ebia ode report na ba bontin because makacho governance no in as much as we may deem it to be science, the larger part is not science. The larger part is an act. So if it is an act, it gives us room to create our own template. That flexibility, give you space to be reasonable and very, very sensible. And senka will pick on those issues. In the past, there are individuals involved. Those individuals, you bring them on board just to, created a certain atmosphere to engender trust. But his activities, clearly shows this is somebody who has been brought to do something. And I don't know who, and this guy is a lawyer. Law school, so you can pause and reason for once. What are the consequences? What are people going to? What will be the reaction? Because, mind you, and you'll be gullible, and there are people who sit back and always think deep around issues. Obia ne nibe bo Frimpong Boateng issue we su bia nim se sabi ayam kwase ade na ekoso. Sesia me no te hayi. There are critical issues involved no eso chen de ekoso yi. The special prosecutor has never showed any interest. Me catch about echo you see the galamsey issues aba besin koye. Na no de Professor Frimpong Boateng de besin koye. We even saw your friends Gabinom ne some putting calls to the minister and as a forum. These things, there are certain questions that the ordinary Ghanaian want clarity. If the special prosecutor is serious, you pick up all these issues. My catch about the Al Jazeera issue is pending. The special prosecutor has never shown any interest. This contract for sale, Abrantia Nana or Tonga, Manasseh Azure Kwachi no. Yatena krum hama Abrante no koyi ni sika nyina free account man say freezing account akwatena fie issue no say the secrecy here nobody's prosecuting anybody. The special prosecutor is aware. In 2018 Abra Ghana call bond market na Kendoforia toko receive the bond no ehun issues buy who was investigated, and when it came out some of the loans na yajero na consulting firm now mediating for us urging a cut the finance minister is one way or the other related to that company. It raises a question of conflict of interest. The special prosecutor, has he ever shown any interest? That guy is a joke. He is a joke, and it's unfortunate that such a grown man, I don't know the incentive they've provided him or good anymore because we will be a sabi when it defeat. Now, ya catch us say we are giving the free room to operator. You know issues are picky and where to begin from. You don't try to create certain impression because from now on, there, so we call the social media landscape. Now we read people reaction because I'm worried about the reaction because it's a state institution. A co-forma, a kotia yenina, say a co-forma, a kotia yenina. That is why. some of us are interested, because whether we like it or not, my culture said me need trust be our that institution, and the institutions they see holding you now